the Demon Slayer Infinity Castle arc is the first of three movies. They're finishing up the Demon Slayer story because this is where Demon Slayer ends, or Kimetsu no Yaiba, however if you prefer the Japanese title. And so instead of just giving us another anime series, they're like they've done before with one of their arcs where we had Mugen Train, and that did incredibly well. And everybody was really like impressed with what they did there. Was up there for some awards. Like Mugen Train, this one has been pushed forward hard for Oscar time when it comes to animated feature, and it deserves it. It's crazy long for like an animated film. It's 2.5 hours.
Whoa.
Yeah, there's a fight sequence in here that's like 40 minutes long, nonstop. Just insane. We pick up where the last episode finishes, like almost from that moment, and the shit was hitting the fan. All of our demon slayers are in another place, basically called the Infinity Castle, which is like a void within itself, like a sub dimension where demons exist, and it's just a castle inside like a square in a space that they've created, and all the good guys are stuck in there, and like they're easily maybe 10,000 to 1, so they're outnumbered
Wow.
by a lot. Thankfully, the demon slayers that have been caught in the trap are fairly powerful, but the whole story is they're trying to get to the head demon hunter before he basically wakes up to his ultimate form, which is a very anime thing to do. The thing I loved about Mugen Train was it introduced a character that I'd not seen before, made me love that character, and then killed that character.
Oh,
And just absolutely gutted, and they managed to do that in the space of one film. They also introduced me to a bad guy that at the end of the film I hated. This film does that, helps us go, remember when, and here's these characters that are super powerful, and then spends about an hour giving us backstory to the bad guys. And I'm like, why don't make me like the bad guys? I don't want to feel anything for them. They're so evil and bad. So you get like the first hour of this anime basically shows where our team has been split up because they're inside this castle, and they're all trying to survive and take down the big strong bad guys. We get some incredible fight scenes with the score and sound design that just enhances that. Like, it's brilliant, the sort of stuff that you want to go to cinema for, because the walls are vibrating with some of that, the clangs and the amazing score, like just kicking in at the right moment. You get to see all the fight sequences, like they show you what's going on, even though sometimes it's like chaos on screen. And then we get to, just as like we're getting to the crux and the big fights are happening, we spend the next hour on developing a villain. And as by the time we get to the big bad fight that's happening, I'm like, man, I hate this character. Why are you making me feel anything? It's like taking the Thanos character, but even giving it even more backstory. So very impressed with that. And then it ends in a place that is satisfying because it has a finish to part of a story, but setting up the next two movies. Unfortunately, the next movie isn't going to be out until like late 2027. So it's not coming out next year, it's the year after. But you can understand it because you see how much effort they've put into the animation. It's mental. Like, to quote the cool kids, they didn't have to go this hard. I was like, I was expecting it to be good because I'd heard of the hype, but I wasn't expecting it to be as good as it was. And I'm hankering at the bits to go again, because I want to see it in the cinema again, because it was a special it was like I felt like I was watching something special, sort of that vibe that you get when you're watching a movie like Sinners for the first time. You know,
Mhm.
I got the, like, this is awesome. This is great. Yeah.
Did you see it as a dub or is it subtitled?
Original language, yeah, subtitled,
Nice.
and
Nice.
I totally forgot. 2 minutes in, I was like, oh yeah, it's just flowing over my eyes, and I'm like, give me more.
Nice. Yeah, it's here. I guess in certain areas, it's playing in IMAX.
I would, yeah, I would love to see that in IMAX. That would be so good. Yeah, I mean, it was so wonderful to see the demographic as well.
Mm.
It was like young teens to like 60, 70. It was just
Oh wow.
over the spectrum, and it was three-quarters full, and it was,
Mm.
what was it, 12 o'clock, like midday on a Friday. So
Wow.
like it could, because it's a really popular anime, so it could have been that people were like taking the day off. I'm gonna go watch this, and I'm like, I get it, man. This one was awesome. So
That's
yeah,
great.
if you were wondering, like, should I go and watch this one at the cinema? If you're a fan of the anime, definitely, put this on your list.